Hot steam rising in the early morn. Face feeling smoother than the day you was born. Sharpen up those razors, Tennessee whiskey shaving.
Hey, and welcome back to the channel, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving, with your dude of oud and your favorite talking head, Wes. Or sorry, not talking head, talking torso. Ha ha ha, tried to get you for one. All right, guys, welcome back. This is going to be another Straight Shave Saturday for you, a sensational Straight Shave Saturday, as I have a set that I am very, very excited for. As soon as I heard that as soon as I saw it and heard about it, I got very excited for it. And I don't know why, but I guess just looking at the scent notes or whatnot, I just really got intrigued by it. Let me silence this phone so it's not sitting there. Moo, 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 moo. Got a chat going on and it's blowing up. But yeah, I mean, the scent notes just sound very intriguing to me, and this is going to be a very complex scent. So, and I'm usually, and the weird thing is, so I'm usually not big on florals. So, anyway, enough with the mystery, right? Today, I'm going to be shaving with "Can I Call You Rose" by Soap Palooza. David over there at Soap Palooza, my good friend David, was kind enough to send me this a little bit early. I know it is released already or whatnot, but with the good old USPS being what it is, I got it in the other day, and so here I am. I'm finally able to use it. So this is available on his website. It does show limited quantities, so I highly suggest that you go pick some up if you are able. And as the name implies, "Can I Call You Rose?" This is a rose forward scent. So this is what the pour looks like for you guys. I have not used it yet. Boy, but man, does it smell good. Oh, so on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, where 0 proof is the worst and 100 proof is the best, I give "Can I Call You Rose" a solid 50 proof off the tub. It's not overpowering, but it's there. It's where you want it. It's good. As you can see here on the label as well, this is a tallow-based soap, and everything that I've used from Soap Palooza so far, the soap base has been awesome. I really like their soap base. So, so the software. Also here is the splash, which let's go ahead and get some of this on the back of the hand, since here at Tennessee Whiskey Shaving, we like to elevate our shave experience just a little bit. Put a little bit on this. Man. I'm not a big floral fan or rose, but man, this is done very well. So I do this so that way, I can get a little added aromatherapy during my shave. And it also serves another purpose. So that way, when I get to the best part of the shave, I've already got the dry down on this. And I haven't used the soap, but I have put the splash on quite a few times. And I gotta say, like, it is a very transformative splash. It is not linear by any means. Trying to keep the face wet here while I get ready for the shave. So you've seen the software. For the hardware, I got some cauticles that I've been messing around with, or caudicle stone. So I'm gonna try the edge on this bad boy and see how it goes. And if it doesn't do good, I also was messing around on the caudicle with my Ralph Aust 6/8. So I'll see. Maybe I'll check both of those out. And of course, I am no expert honer, so I am still learning. So if they don't jive out, then I'll probably pan out, or I'll sub out. I'll tap out to the good old reliable Teddy, the Tedalis. And for the matchy here, I will be using my Maritime Brushworks brush here. I can't remember the name, but I thought this would be a good matchy there. And it is loaded with a 26 millimeter pure bliss knot. So let's get cracking, shall we? All right, got the brush nice and wet here. Let's get it in the tub and loaded. Thank you guys for any of you guys that tuned in to my first live that me and Damon, a Rabbit Shaves, did the other day on the Open Comb Collective. Much appreciated. And of course, I want to apologize for the little snafu there with the giveaway. I'm trying to learn and figure it out as I go. So if you have not, please go to the to that live, to the video replay of the live, and comment #Gumbo, and that way you can be entered into the giveaway for the set that Eric the Cajun Blade sponsored for us. You can win a set of Contraband Bay rum, but fair warning though. It has clove in it. So if you're clove sensitive, you may want to pass on it. But you can always go for the giveaway and, be a part of this awesome community and piff it if you want. So I'm not saying not to, I'm just saying I'm giving you the forewarning. It's got clove. But huge thank you. Oh my God, man, it smells good. Huge thank you to everybody that tuned in and watched. It was greatly appreciated. And I am researching stuff and looking into getting into some solutions for the giveaway. Because what I was really trying to do was, I want all this stuff to look, really professional. So I didn't want to just hold up, like a tablet or something like that and do the giveaway. I wanted to be able to like share the screen, you know what I mean? So I've got this thing where I can do that, where I can get multiple people on, and then I can also share the screen. But the random YouTube comment picker, I guess it doesn't want to load chats. It will load comments, which is why I'm having you guys go back on the replay and type in the comment section, #Gumbo, because it does pick those up, but it does not pick up the chat, unfortunately. So, but like I said, I have been doing research and I may have a thing for that, but I got to test it out and see. If not, I may just end up doing like a quick video, to announce the next week's episode. And then you guys can comment on that. And then that way during the live show, I can use the YouTube URL for that. And that'll be kind of like the prerequisite kind of thing, for the comment picker. I'll be able to use that and be able to pick a winner, live during the show. So enough on that, because we are talking about, can I call you Rose? So, With a name like Can I Call You Rose, of course, you can kind of figure out this is a floral fragrance. And it has scent notes of Turkish and Bulgarian rose, black pepper, patchouli, incense, a little bit of roasted coffee. It has some orange blossom and jasmine to give it a little bit of a honey vibe in there. And then it also has juniper and clover to give it a little spice. Oop. Waste not, want not. Let me get that off the shirt real quick. And then it's also got some leather and sandalwood to give you kind of a little bit of a smoky, creamy kind of vibe in there. And then in the base, it settles into some violet musk, amber, dark aluminum, Asian oud, and then he brightens up the base a little bit with some ambret, rosemary, orchid, and a smidge of apple. Like I said from the get go, I was like, this is a complex fragrance, and it is floral. But man, the way that the leather and the sandalwood, the oud, the dark aluminum, and man, the way all that stuff starts to play is fantastic. Man, the way in the orchid too thing. I mean, I get a good hit of that orchid in there, and just the way everything plays together, it is very nice. So, can I call you Rose? You can call me whatever you want, as long as you got this stuff. It is good. And a rose by any other name is not the same. Or so I've been told. But yeah, like I said, I mean, usually I'm not a big rose fan, but I gotta say, I think I've been coming around to it. All right, let me take these glasses off. I always shave better with them off. Stretch the skin. Let's begin, gents. Let's see how this edge is real quick. Also, I'm dealing with here. I haven't shaved since the Open Comb Collective. So that was Wednesday. So we got Thursday, Friday. We got about 2 days of growth going on here. So far, so good with this. I may just do the right side of my face with my JJ Shorty here. And I'll do the left side. Tell you what, though, I am going to add a tad bit more water. If you guys have not tried any of David's soap yet, you guys are missing out. His soap base is very nice. Definitely making this shave a super pleasurable experience. This is a great shave so far, I gotta say. My my honing skills are getting better and better, I think. a very comfortable shave, I must say. It can be very hit or miss with straight razors, fellas. Very hit or miss. Oh, man, I forgot to put my towel up. Well, I guess I know what I'll be doing real quick here. Why didn't you guys say something? You guys didn't tell me. I forgot to put my towel. Here, let me fix that real quick. There we go. I don't want you guys all distracted. Checking out my backside, my good side. All right, let's see how the edge is on the Ralph Ost. Let's get the face wet a little bit more. Keep it wet, y'all. All right, here we go. So far, so good, I think. Might have a little bit of tugging on the heel. Sorry for the quietness. But I'm really trying to check out the edge on this, and also, when you get around the chin and stuff like that, it's hard to talk. Uh, Not so sure. So sure on this one. The JJ Shorty felt really good, but this one, This one feels a little more uncomfortable. Might need to go back to the drawing board on this one. We'll see how it goes though. But man, so far, can I call you Rose? Good stuff. All right, let me get the neck and everything all cleaned up, and we'll be back for round 2. All right, we are back for round 2. And I think I'm coming around to florals a little bit. At least this one. Holy cow, man. I'm telling you, this stuff smells amazing. If you like, I think if you like Garden of Bali from PAA, Royal Bloom, kind of, along these lines, man, this is one of those ones that might change your mind. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like a rose scent or something, or if you think something's not for you, man, this one will surprise you, I think. So good, so good. It smells very nice. Man, and that dry down, dude. When the rose tames down a little bit on that splash, and the leather and the sandalwood, the oud, the Asian oud, the orchid, and I can get that orange blossom in there. Man, it is nice. All right, let me see how this goes again across the grain. The quietest pass, at least for me. I can already tell. I don't think that one's gonna. I don't think this one's gonna be too comfortable against the green. All right, let's try the JJ Shorty here. I usually don't do it this way either, so I'm trying this new. Yeah. So far, the Edge for me that is more comfortable on the JJ. But I gotta say, like with the JJ though, I did start off with a more coarse stone and work the bevel a little bit more than I did with the Ost. But the Ost has already had a pretty good edge on it. But so far, man, the JJ Shorty man is good. It even feels like it'll be good against the grain. So yeah, but the Can I Call You Rose um, on the sales page. I usually don't read it, but I think David did such a great job explaining this whenever on the sales blurb. I wanted to read it to you guys. So it says, "A rose that doesn't ask permission, it commands attention. Can I Call You Rose opens with a lush, intoxicating bloom of Turkish and Bulgarian rose, sharpened by black pepper and deepened with patchouli, incense, and a whisper of roasted coffee. It's floral, yes, but never soft. This rose is a rose with a pulse. As the fragrance unfolds, the heart ignites. Orange blossom and jasmine glow with bright honeyed warmth, while juniper berry and clover cut through with crisp spice. Leather and sandalwood add a smooth, smoky swagger, drifting into violet musk, amber, and a dark olibanum. Asian oud and cedar bring a resinous shadowed depth, lifted by ambret, rosemary, orchid, and a subtle apple brightness that keeps the blend alive and breathing. The dry down settles into a sensual haze of rose, lily, cyclamen, and a soft musk, a final whisper that lingers long after the shave is done. This is rose reimagined, bold, smoky, spiced, and impossibly alluring. A floral for ones who don't do florals. A question asked with a smirk and answered in heat." I gotta say, man, that write up is spot on. For those of you that don't normally like florals, that's what I was saying earlier. Um, this would be one that will change your mind, I think. This is a good one. And look at the base, man. Look at that. And right now it's a little dry. but it still has so much slickness to it thanks to the tallow. And it's got a great skin feel to it as well. All right, here we go, fellas. Final round, round 3. I think I'm just going to end up finishing out here on the JJ Shorty. I love my Ost, but I'm really enjoying this shave with the Shorty. Not bad, not bad. Not as comfortable as the Teddy, but it's getting there. Should I attempt the Fool's Pass? Well, let's see. Too grabby. Too grabby. Can't do it. I'm gonna defer to the old Maxwell June for this, for the Fool's Pass here. Not quite as smooth on my chin as I like it. So, all right, gents. Let me get the moneymaker all rinsed off, and we'll get back to the best part of the shave. I'll be right back. All right, and welcome back to the best part of the shave. Let's get this cracking. Okay. Now I gotta tell you, the dry down on that is absolutely phenomenal. This is a skin food type splash. You can see the oils and whatnot when you dump it out into your onto your hand. Man, feels good. Feels good. Slight bracing feeling from the alcohol. Nothing very too uncomfortable. The shave was nice with the razors. Minimal irritation, which is good for me, of course. Not just on the feeling of my skin, but it's a good confirmation for me as far as my where my honing is going with the straight razor and whatnot. I'm really liking a conical edge so far. Thank you for Eric, the Cajun Blade, for helping me select one, putting me on to a Cotty. Oh man, that really does. It smells very good. Man, I love it. Like I said, I mean, you heard me read off all the scent notes. It is a very complex fragrance. The coolest thing that I like about it that it is not linear. You know what I mean? It transforms. Like the first couple of minutes, it starts off, very floral, very rose heavy. Like I said, with the Turkish and the Bulgarian rose. The patchouli and the black pepper helps give it a little bit of spice in there. Once the rose starts to die down a little bit, you got the other florals like the orchid, the orange blossom, the juniper starts popping through. And then I can pick up the clove and a little bit of that incense that start to give it a little bit of a spice, you know what I mean? And then it starts settling down even more, and the leather really starts to kind of pop up. The leather with the sandalwood. Man. And then in that dry down, man, you get the Asian oud, the rosemary a little bit in there. Man, it is just It is very nice. I gotta say, gents, if you have not tried Soap Palooza, Can I Call You Rose will be a great first for you to try if you have not tried it. Winter Whiskey Reserve is also one that I like a lot. It is very, very good. And, the soap performance is awesome. As a matter of fact, I just finished up my bath soap and whatnot. And so I'm getting ready to put uh, David's Soap Palooza bath soap in there, and this is blueberry and thyme. And man, that smells very, very good. We'll get it out of the package here. Man, that smells good. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to pop this bad boy uh, into the shower, and I'll let you guys know how the bath soap is. But I've heard excellent things from the bath soap as well. If it's anywhere near as good as what his shave soap and stuff is, I mean, his bath soap is going to be top tier. All right, gents, as usual, I always get my wife's opinions on all the things that I put on my skin. And so on the Tennessee wifey proof scale, where zero proof is the worst and 100 proof is the best, the wifey gives Tokyo Rose. Where did that come from? Can I Call You Rose? My wife gives Can I Call You Rose a 65 proof. She likes it, but to her defense, she does not like florals. So again, this is where I'm telling you guys, like, even most people that don't like florals usually end up liking this. Like it's one of those ones that like will probably change your mind on the genre. So yeah, she does not like florals, but she says that she likes this one. She's not crazy about it, but it may be turning the tide. And as far as I'm concerned, on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, again, where zero proof is the worst and 100 proof is the best, I give Can I Call You Rose? I give it an 85 proof. I like this stuff. Tennessee whiskey approved. Must buy. This is one that I'd want in my den. Like I said, this is one where, like, when I smell it, I want to go back and, keep smelling it. It does that. It's one of those ones that can call to you and pull to you. You'll want to use it time and time again. It's good. This is definitely, it'll end up being, I mean, not for everybody, but for me, it's going to be like one of the top fragrances in my den. I like it that much. It is a badass scent. I almost said banger. I try not to be the guy that says banger. I think everybody uses banger too much. Yeah, it's just my opinion. But this is an absolutely stellar fragrance. I like this, and I think you guys will too if you give it a chance. I'll leave a link below in the description, to Soap Palooza, where you can pick up your set of Can I Call You Rose. Also, David was kind enough to throw out a free shipping code of Valentine Rose, all caps, one word, Valentine Rose. Valentine Rose. I'll try and put the words up there. Hopefully I can remember that in editing. And that will give you free shipping. And there is no minimum on the order. So if you just want to order the soap, boom, you can get the soap with free shipping. If you just want to order the splash, you can get the splash with free shipping. If you want to order the soap and splash, just put in Valentine Rose, all one word, all caps, and you will get it with free shipping. How awesome is that? Free shipping is awesome, man. That's the way to get it. That's the best one to me. And then, of course, if there's other things in there that sounds good, like winter citrus reserve, that's a awesome one to get. Ghost of the Saloon, very, very good. Black Cathedral, man, that stuff is good. So check him out, man. He's kind of new and upcoming, but he is steadily growing in popularity, and there's a reason why. He's making good stuff. His soap is good. His fragrances are very, very well blended, very unique. They smell fantastic, so what's not to like? Give him a check out, fellas. Check him out. All right, again, I'll leave a link below to check out Soap Palooza and to get your purchase on. Again, free shipping through Sunday, I believe. Sunday, yeah, Sunday, I think you said. So you guys have through tomorrow. All right. Don't dilly dally because he is a small batch artisan, so he may sell out. So on that note, again, thank you to everybody that tuned in to the Open Comb Collective on Wednesday. Again, this is going to be a bi-weekly show, so it won't be on this coming Wednesday, but it will be on again the following Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Me and a Rabbit Shaves will be, having some light banter, and some news and talking all things shaving and life. And yeah, and we'll see about putting together another giveaway. We'll try and have like a giveaway every episode or whatnot, or multiple giveaways. It just depends on sponsors and whatnot. So as we grow the channel, it'll get better and better. And I will work on getting the giveaway set for live, like right then and there, so that way I don't have to go back and do it again. Again, my apologies on that. This is a learning curve kind of thing for me as I plod my way through it. I've never done it before, so and nobody seems to have any advice as to what to do. So, like most things in life, I just figure it out on my own. All right, gents, I'm babbling enough. As always, the wet shaving community is the best community. Be happy, be positive, happy shave, gents, and I will most definitely catch you on the next one.